Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to talk about Excel Interactive Dashboard Creation Tutorial. Myself Mohammad Zubair, and this channel is all about showing you how to become a highly paid IT pro really fast. So without any further ado, let's get started. Well, this is the sheet where I'll have my dashboard for all the data that I have in my company. And here I have my data. Here I have different region where sell I my products, and these are different products like ice cream, marshmallow, candy, chocolate, peanuts, we have crackers, etc. Here we have number of products that we have sold, then we have revenue generated against each product, then we have cost of each product, profit generated by each product, and we have dates as well. So this is our data that we are going to use to have the dashboard for the interactivity. Because now if you see, we cannot say what is the summary or what is the conclusion of all this data. So for that purpose, if we have a dashboard, we can conclude what it is, what are our sales, how much profits we are generating, and all these information. After that, I have another data that is for the next quarter. We have same products, same region, we have units, revenue, cost, and all those fields that we have in our data. Now, what I need to do, I need to convert this data into something very interactive. So first of all, click on anywhere into your data and convert this data into a table format. So after that, go to your insert section and click on table, and it is asking about the range of your table. Do not worry, it has taken the range on its own. If you see, it has started with the 1 and goes up to 701. And if I scroll down my list, here you can see we have 701. So I'll just click on OK. Now our data has been converted into a table. After you are done converting your data into a table, now you need to convert this table into your pivot table. So again, click anywhere into your data, go to your insert section, and here we have an option that says pivot table. Just click on it. And do not worry, leave everything as it is, but make sure here it says new worksheet, because we'll create our dashboard into a new worksheet. After that, just click on OK, and it will open a new sheet like this one, and here we have our pivot table. Here we have all the fields, and here we have different areas where we can use this data. Well, I want to have 4 types of data from my raw data. Basically, I want to know what is my profits, what are my sales by region, and I want to have different other information onto my dashboard. Now to make copy of this pivot table, keep pressing Ctrl key and drag it towards the left side. Again I'll do that, and here we have 3 pivot tables available. Now we are ready to work on this pivot table to have a dashboard, or you can say to have interactive information. So basically what I can do, I can create as many pivot tables as per my liking. The first information that I want to have is the information about profit that I have generated by each region and by each product. So for that purpose, here I have different fields. So first of all, I'll drag my region and I'll drop it into my rows. And here you can see we have all the regions as Canada, France, Germany, Mexico, United States, and so on. After that, what I want to do, I want to have my products. I'll drag it and I'll drop it into my columns. So here I have all the products available. We have crackers, ice cream, candy, chocolate, and up to so on. Okay, let me drag this so that we can have better view for the data. And now I think it looks great. After that, we need to have value, or you can say we need to have profits that have been generated by each product against each country. So for that purpose, what I'll do, I'll drag my profits and I'll drop it into my values. And here you can see we have all the information that we needed. Okay, from here what I want to do, I want to have $sign along with it so that we can know that it is in dollar format. So for that purpose, I'll select everything from here and I'll click on this $sign. And here you can see now we have the data in the dollar format. Okay, we can do one more thing in here, and that is we can sort our data from ascending to descending order or descending to ascending order. So what I'll do, I'll right click into my grand total and go on to sort, and I'll go with sort largest to smallest. It means now we have regions that are generating most profit at the top, and we can also go with the product type. It means I want to sort what is the product that is generating the most profit at the first place. So I'll right click on the first one, I'll click on sort and again go for largest to smallest, and we are good to go now. And now what do we want? We want to have the dashboard for this data that we have selected. So for that purpose, click on your pivot table anywhere, and here you can see we have a new tab at the top as pivot table tools. Click on analyze, and from here click on pivot chart. So from here you can select different type of charts that you can go with for your data. You can go for column, line graph, you can go for pie graph, bar graph, area, and you have many more options. I think the kind of data that we have selected, as you can see we have several fields. Well, for that purpose we should go with column, pie or bar graph. I'll stick with the column one. And here we have different kind of columns that we can go with. Either you can go for stacked, you can go for 100% stacked column, then you have 3D clustered columns, here you have 3D stacked, and many more options. I'll stick with the first one. After that, you just need to click on OK. And here you can see it has created a dashboard for us with respect to this information. Now here what I want to do, I want to have name for this particular graph or this particular dashboard. So for that purpose, again click on your dashboard or the graph that you have just created. Go to your pivot chart tools, click on design this time, and from here click on add charts element. And here we have chart title. Just go with above chart and it will allow you to have the information or the title at the top. What I'll write here profits by products and regions, and now we are good to go. And here if you see, here we have a small tool that will allow us to have this information a little bit configured. But in case if you want to remove this tool as it is cluttering the data, or you can say the information on this dashboard, just right click on it and click on hide legend fields buttons on chart. And now we have all the information in more sophisticated way. In case if you want to remove all of them, go with the option that says hide all field buttons on the chart. And now we are good to go. Okay, from here we can even increase or decrease the size of this particular graph that we have created or dashboard. And not only that, here we have different designs that we can apply. So here you can see we have a lot of them, and if you just click on this drop down arrow, you will have more and more information. So select the one as per your liking and you are good to go. I'll go with this one as it looks more appealing to the eyes. So here if you see, here we have information. Ice cream is the most sold product, then comes cracker, then comes candy, then we have chocolate, peanuts, marshmallow. And this is the information with respect to Canada, then we have Mexico, and here we have United States, France and Germany. So how cool is that? Now what we need to do, we just need to right click on it and click on this dashboard, and I'll just copy this one. Now I'll go to my dashboard and I'll just paste it in here. And here we have our first dashboard available. So I'll just place it onto my dashboard, or you can say onto my sheet. Here it is. And now let's move on and let's have more charts for our data. This time what I will do, I'll go to my sheet 5.2. You can rename it as per your liking as well. Now what I want to do, I want to know about the cost that we have bared against each product. So for that, I'll move my product name into the rows and I'll move my cost against the value. So here I have the information. And now what I'll do, I'll right click on it and I'll sort it as largest to smallest. Now here I have all the information about the cost of each product in here. Now what I'll do here, I'll just click on the pivot table. Again, I'll go to analyze, and this time I'll go to pivot chart. So as you know that we only have two-dimensional data, it means we only have one value against the corresponding product. So for that purpose, line graph would be good. So I'll just select line graph, and here we have different type of line graph that we can go with. I think the first one is preferable for this kind of information. After that, just click on OK, and here we have our line graph for the information about each product and its cost. After that, again, I'll right click on sum of cost and I'll remove all the fields button on my chart, and here it is. Okay, here we can rename it as well. So I'll write here cost of each product. Now I'll right click here, click on copy. Let's go to our dashboard, and here I'll right click and I'll click on paste. Here it is. Okay, we can even change the size of this information in here. I'll just drag it and I'll drop it in here. And now let's move on for the second one. Okay, here we have a small problem. Let me change it and now we are good to go. This time I'll go for my third pivot table and let me make a copy one more time because I want to have one more information. For the third dashboard, I want to have that how many units I have sold in each month or by date. So for that purpose, I'll just drop my date into my rows, and here I have information with respect to months. If I open this one, or if I just remove years from here, here I have quarters, and if I remove quarters, I have information as per months. Now, number of products sold are here. I'll just drop it into my values. Here it is. So this is the information about how much products have been sold in each month. After that, I'll just click on my pivot table. I'll go to my analyze. I'll click on pivot chart. This time I'll go for the pie graph. After that, I'll click on OK. And here you can see now I have the information about the products that have been sold in January, February, and for each consecutive month. As you can see, we do not have the number of products that have been sold in here. Well, for that purpose, or let's say by some chance or by some case, you want to change the chart type. Right click on it and click on change chart type. So you can select anyone as per your liking from here. Okay, I'll go with the line. This is how it would look like. After that, we have pie. We have already checked that. Let's go for the bar graph because we have some kind of numbers in here. I'll click on OK, and this is how it looked like. Now, if I go to its design, here we have different kind of designs that we can apply. Let's go for the dark one as we are already using it. I'll just remove the title and I'll replace it with product sold by months. We are good to go. I'll right click on this field. I'll hide all of them. And now what we need to do, we just need to copy this one, go back to our dashboard and paste it in here. So I'll just click on paste, and here we have our third table. Now we need to resize it. So for that purpose, I'll just resize it and then we'll move on to the last graph for this particular video. Here it is, and I think we are good to go. You can change the design for this one as well. Just click on it, go to its design, and here you have different options that you can go with. Let's go for the dark one as we are going for the dark theme throughout this video. After that, let's have another one, and I'll put that one at the bottom of these two charts. So for that purpose, I'll go to my sheet 5 and I'll click on it, and I'll click on my pivot table, go to analyze, and from here click on field list. Here we have our field list. Now, what I want to do for this information or for this dashboard? Well, for that, I want to know that how much revenue have been generated by each product for me. So for that, what I'll do, I'll just move my product name into my rows and I'll move revenue generated into the values. So here I have the information about profits that I have generated by each product. Now again, just click on it, go to analyze and click on pivot chart, and let's have column graph for that one as well. So here you can see we have detailed information about how much profit have been generated by crackers, ice cream, candy, chocolate, marshmallow and peanuts. Okay, we can do one more thing. Let's sort it into ascending order. So I'll go to sort, largest to smallest, and now let's click on it and let's have its pivot chart. Now we have information in a sophisticated way. Let's click on OK, and this is how it looks like. Let's change the title for this one, and I'll go with profits by products. After that, I'll remove all the labels from here, or you can say all the fields, and let's copy this one. Let's go to our dashboard and I'll paste it down here. And this is how it looks like. Let me resize all of them so that we can have more space for the fourth graph, and I'll move it towards this side. And now you can see we have the information with different perspective from our data. I'll just click on it and let's change its design as well, and let's go for the dark theme as we are going with throughout this video. Now we are good to go. Okay, what if I just want to know the information about the profits by product and region, and I only want to see this by one region, let's say Canada, Mexico, United States, France, Germany. So for that purpose, either I can create a new pivot table or new pivot chart, but I have to be very precise with the information and the data that I'm going to use. Or I can do one more thing. Let's talk about it, what it is. We can add different slicers and timelines. Just go to your analyze section of pivot chart tools, and here we have insert slicer and insert timeline. Let's go for the timeline first. And if you hover over it, here it says timelines make it faster and easier to select time periods in order to filter pivot tables, charts, and cube functions. So I'll just click on it. Make sure to select your date box and click on OK. So here you can see now we have a timeline for our data. Okay, let me resize this one. And here we have our timeline. And now what I'll do, I'll add a slicer into my data, or you can say onto my dashboard. So for that, again, I'll click on my pivot table, I'll go to analyze, and here I'll click on insert slicer. Okay, what type of slicer do I want? I want to have a slicer with respect to region. After that, I'll click on OK. And here I have all the regions, or you can say all the countries from my data. I'll just resize it and I'll place it in here. And this is how you can insert slicers and timeline into your dashboard for your data. After that, let's have one more slicer with respect to products. So again, I'll click on insert slicer, and this time I'll go for products. After that, I'll click on OK. Here it is. Now I'll just resize it as well, and I'll make it appropriate with respect to region here. After that, here you can see we have all the products, we have regions, and we have dates. So we can see the data as per the dates, as per the region, as per the product name. If I double click on Canada, here you will see I have the information as per the Canada. If I go for France, here I have information with respect to France. Here I have Germany, Mexico, United States. But you can see it is only changing the information in one table. Let me click on crackers. Here you can see it is showing me only the information for the crackers. Now it goes for ice cream, candy, and so on. But it is not changing anything into these three tables. Why is that so? Well, we have to connect all these three tables with these time slicers and timelines. How can we do that? Well, just right click on any of your slicer. From here, click on report connections. And here we have the tables that are connected with this particular slicer. And as you can see, only one of them is connected. I'll select all of these and now I'll click on OK. Let's do the same for our second slicer. I'll right click on it, go to its report connections, select all of the tables from here and click on OK, and you are good to go. Okay, we can remove these names from here as well. As you can see, it is self-explanatory as we have different country names. So I'll just right click on it, click on slicer settings and uncheck display header. Click on OK. I'll do the same for this one as well. I'll uncheck it, click on OK, and we are good to go. Now if I click on Canada, in all of the tables I have the information about the Canada. Same goes for crackers one as well. Now if you want to have information for all of these, just click on the first one and drag your mouse downward. I'll do the same for my products as well. And now you can see I have information for each country and for each product. Now at the end, let me rearrange all of these things onto my dashboard and I'll get back to you. And this is how it looks like now. So here we have profits by product and region, profits by only products, cost of each product, and then we have products that are sold by months. Now at the end, what if there is any change into my data, and will there be any change into my dashboard? Let's say I have more data inserted into this particular data, which is my original one. Will there be any change into my dashboard? So let's see if it is true or not. So here I have my next quarter data. So basically what I'll do, I'll select everything from here and I'll copy that. Let's copy this one. And after that, let's go to our data sheet, which is right here, and let's paste it here. And let's see if it works with our dashboard or not. So I'll just click on paste. And here we have all the data added into our previous data that we used earlier to create our dashboard. Here you can see now we have more and more and more data. Now let's go back to our dashboard, and here you can see we have not seen any changes into the data. Well, why is that so? Well, for that purpose, we have to refresh our dashboard. How can we do that? Just click on any of your pivot table, go to your pivot chart tools, go to analyze, and here we have a tool, or you can say an option that says refresh. Just click on this drop down arrow and click on refresh all. And you will see we have more information, or you can say we have changed information into our dashboard. But again, we have the same slicer, same timeline that we can use for all the data. So whatever and how much data you enter into your original data sheet that is attached to your dashboard will keep on updating the information for you just to see the summary of all the information. You just need to go to analyze and refresh the data and you are good to go. So how cool and how easy is that? And that brings me to the end of this video. I hope now that you must have liked and loved and enjoyed watching this one, and you have an idea that how you can create different dashboards using pivot tables, pivot charts for the data that you have. Obviously, it saves you a lot of time to have the customized, concise, precise, and conclusive information about the data of your company. And I hope now that this video must have helped you in a lot of ways. And if that is the case, please leave a like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. I'll get back to you in the next video. Till then, take care.